What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got a little bit of a small update, an injury update in relation to a Chicago Bulls player, and his name is Lonzo Ball. Now, when I say injury update and Lonzo Ball in the same sentence, people do often seem to get very scared by that notion. However, I'm here to tell you that from my understanding, this does not look like a massive injury concern for Lonzo Ball. So thankfully, Bulls fans can rejoice as Lonzo Ball may not be out for a significant period of time. Let's discuss what he has, what it means, when's the likely return, everything in between. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and I guess Lonzo Ball. Do you think he'll be returning in the near future? What are your thoughts on Lonzo Ball and this injury, and ultimately, when he comes back, do you think he'll be able to get back to his best level? So, with that being said, Lonzo Ball, according to the Chicago Bulls, has a head laceration. From my understanding, a head laceration is sort of like a cut to the head. It might be a big cut, might be a small cut, but obviously it's enough to see him not return. So it must have been a pretty big cut to the head, and ultimately it might have not just been treatable at the time. Obviously with more days, the healing process and everything in between, it looks like Lonzo Ball seems to be a-okay. Now, a head laceration, from my understanding, from what I've seen around the league, could be as small as maybe missing a game or two, maybe three, so potentially not even missing a game at all. So thankfully, Bulls fans, I know this has been known for a while now, but this is my video talking about it. We could be happy knowing that this is not serious. This is not another knee injury. This is not an elbow or a back or a hamstring or whatever injury you could possibly think of that will keep Lonzo Ball out for a significant period of time. It is just a head laceration. Now, I'm not saying that's a great thing, because obviously any injury is a bad one, and head lacerations, depending on how bad it is, could be quite bad. Like, it could be a really bad injury to sustain, but it looks like things are looking on the up for Lonzo. So, thank goodness for that. Lonzo Ball should be returning in the near future, and ultimately, no time like the present, no time like now, because Lonzo Ball has really stepped out and become, I wouldn't say the exact same as what he was 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, 2.5 years ago even, but he's getting confident in himself again. So the last thing that you wanted to see was a big injury, because not only will that be tough to come back from for him, but also it will ruin the confidence. The thing I've loved about Lonzo Ball the most is that it almost feels like he doesn't care about, not necessarily doesn't care, he's not letting that previous injury affect him. When you see him play, he's still diving for loose balls. He's still hustling out there. That game with Philly, my man was dolphin diving everywhere. It felt like I was watching a Call of Duty game with him. Like, seriously, he was dolphin diving everywhere, trying to grab a loose ball, hustling that ball, trying to make sure he could get everything possible. In that small amount of time, that's what I saw from Lonzo. So he clearly has confidence in his body that it's going to withstand all the pressure and all of the, obviously, the bumps and bruises that comes along with his style of play, and he's not letting it affect him. You know how many guys that would affect? There are players that have had torn ACLs. There are players that have had, I guess, really bad injuries that when they make their comeback, they're never the same. Whether it be athletically, whether it be confidence-wise, they just don't come back the same guy. Thankfully, Lonzo Ball has not been that. Lonzo Ball has come back very similar. His mindset is very good, very strong, and I'm very thankful that he has the mentality that he does. And hopefully, when he does come back, the head laceration will be a non-issue, and he'll come back ready to ball once again. So that's my video today. It's a short one. We don't need to make it 15 minutes long or 10 minutes long. That's the injury update for Lonzo Ball. He should be back in the very near future. If you see him miss 1 or 2 or 3 games, that's completely fine. But he should be back soon, and that's all I really want to see at this point in time. Hopefully he comes back into that starting lineup and makes the impact that we know he can make. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.